and welcome to Aortic Hopes Week in Review. I'm Molly, sitting in for Karen Anderson this week, and I'm happy to be here. Happy Veterans Day to all of those who serve and are serving currently in our great nation here. Happy Veterans Day. It's every November 11th, every year. It's a great day, no matter what day it falls on. There's parades and all kinds of fun. Anyway, I'm glad you're here and hope you enjoy what we have to show you this week. A few blogs of the weeks past. While you're here, remember to click the like button and share it to your friends and family. And that little notification bell, if you click on that, you will always get notified for any Aortic Hope live events on our AHTV YouTube channel. So it's a great thing to have. It's a great tool to have that will alert you to all kinds of fun stuff that we share with you. So let's just get right into it. Let's go into our Medical Monday. This is written by our medical student, Samantha, and she wants to say, good morning, Aortic Hope family. Now that it's November, the days are getting shorter and the weather is starting to get colder. As the leaves change colors and blanket our yards in vibrant hues, many people look forward to outdoor activities like raking leaves. I don't know who those people would be, but that's a good exercise. However, for individuals with aortic disease, this seemingly simple task can present unexpected risks. And here's what you need to know about how raking leaves can impact blood pressure and heart rate and how to safely approach it. So there are many physical demands of raking leaves. It may not seem as strenuous as traditional exercise, but it actually requires significant physical exertion. According to Adventist Healthcare, hyperlink there, check on that, raking can be as intense as a workout, especially for those who aren't used to regular physical activity. The repeated bending, lifting, and pulling movements engage multiple muscle groups and can increase both heart rate and blood pressure. These physical demands can be problematic for those with aortic disease, which is a condition in which the walls of the aorta are weakened. Sudden spikes in heart rate and blood pressure can put stress on the aorta, increasing the risk of complications like aortic dissection and rupture. So, why raking can be risky for the heart? The act of raking leaves requires continuous upper body movement and can be particularly challenging in colder weather, which does constrict your blood vessels and can raise your blood pressure. South Denver Cardiology Associates, that's another hyperlink to click on if you'd like to delve deeper. They point out that tasks like raking can put more strain on the heart than many people realize, especially those with pre-existing heart conditions. Cold temperatures not only make the activity harder, but can also act as a natural stimulant, causing the heart to beat faster and blood pressure to rise. For aortic disease patients, this combination of increased heart rate and elevated blood pressure in conjunction with physical exertion can create a potentially dangerous situation, as was mentioned before. So some tips for safe leaf raking. While it may be best for some individuals to hire someone to do with a severe aortic disease to avoid raking leaves altogether. Others may be able to participate in this activity by taking specific precautions. Here are some strategies to help manage this risk. Hire someone. Warm up before you start. Just like any exercise, yard work should be preceded actually with a proper warm up to prepare the muscles and cardiovascular system for physical activity. Gentle stretching and walking in place for a few minutes can help ease your body into the task. Pace yourself. According to Harvard Health, gardening and yard work are forms of exercise that can be done at a slower, controlled pace. Take breaks every 10 to 15 minutes to rest, hydrate, and check your heart rate. This can help keep your blood pressure from spiking and allow your heart rate to recover. Dress appropriately. Wear layers to stay warm without overheating, which can make your heart work harder. Breathable clothing that wicks moisture is ideal as it helps maintain a stable body temperature during physical activity. Stay aware of warning signs. So be mindful of any symptoms such as chest pain, dizziness, or shortness of breath. And if you experience any of these, stop immediately and seek medical attention. Recruit help. That's what I said. That should have been number one. Recruit help. Don't hesitate to ask for assistance from friends or family members, especially when dealing with large yards or heavy piles of leaves. If possible, consider hiring professional yard services to handle the more strenuous tasks. Ding, 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 ding. What a beautiful picture. While raking leaves may seem like a harmless seasonal chore, it can pose significant risk for individuals with aortic disease or other heart conditions. The increase in heart rate and blood pressure associated with the activity can stress the aorta and raise the risk of serious complications. By taking these preventative measures, pacing yourself, and listening to your body, you can make fall yard work safer and more manageable. Always consult your healthcare provider for personalized advice on physical activity, especially if you have a known heart condition. That's all for this Medical Monday. Staying informed and making mindful choices can help you enjoy the beauty of fall while protecting your heart and aorta. Stay warm, Samantha. Well, thank you for those tips, Samantha.
Yeah, those are great
Very,
tips.
very good.
Hi,
Stay
Christina.
warm, though. Ah, hi, Christina. I wonder what she's up to today. I thought of her. I watched the new episode of Yellowstone last night with my mom, and I thought of Christina. I mean, just wrangling cows and things, and all things Christina. Just
I think I'm
yeah,
like a season behind.
we just picked up last night. It was pretty good. It's
I
the
love it.
start
That
of.
show is amazing.
It's really good.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was really good. You should tune in. It started last night. Um, but yeah, really good. I wonder if Christina watches it and what criticism she might have of real life on the farm.
Major.
I'd like to see her in action, actually. We should have a day in the life of Christina on the farm. Wouldn't that be good? All right, let's move on. It's Topic Tuesday. And this is from our resident at Cedar Sinai. That's Duke. And we're so happy to have him. He's so good, along with everyone else that contributes here from our medical staff. We have medical staff now. I just dubbed it. All right, here we go. Hello, everyone. We hope your week has gotten off to a great start so far. Today, we will be discussing the role of diuretics in managing aortic aneurysms. Briefly, an aortic aneurysm is a serious cardiovascular condition where the aorta, the largest artery in the body, becomes abnormally enlarged or balloons outward. If left untreated, this can lead to life-threatening complications such as rupture or dissection. Treating aortic aneurysms often involves lifestyle changes, medications, and sometimes surgery, depending on the aneurysm size, location, and the risk of rupture. Diuretics are one of the medications that might be prescribed, even though they don't directly treat the aneurysm. Instead, they support overall cardiovascular health, helping to manage risk factors associated with aneurysm progression. So, what are these diuretics? They are sometimes known as water pills, oftentimes known as water pills, and they help the body remove excess sodium in water through increased urine production. There are three main types of diuretics: thiazide diuretics, which are commonly used to treat high blood pressure; loop diuretics, which are often prescribed for heart failure or kidney-related fluid retention; or potassium sparing diuretics. They are usually used alongside other diuretics to prevent potassium loss. Each type of diuretic has a slightly different action mechanism, but all aim to decrease blood volume and pressure by facilitating the excretion of fluids. So why would diuretics be used for aortic aneurysms? Well, the primary reason diuretics are used for patients with aortic aneurysms is to help manage blood pressure, which plays a crucial role in preventing the aneurysm from expanding. Here is how diuretics contribute to a holistic approach to managing aortic aneurysms. They lower your blood pressure. One of the most significant risk factors for aneurysm growth and rupture is high blood pressure, which is also known as hypertension. When blood pressure is high, it increases the stress exerted on the weakened arterial wall, making it more susceptible to expansion or rupture. Diuretics help reduce blood volume, which in turn lowers blood pressure and reduces the mechanical stress on the aneurysm. It reduces fluid retention and heart strain. People with cardiovascular conditions, including aneurysms, may experience fluid retention, especially if they have associated heart or kidney issues. Excess fluid can increase blood volume and pressure, placing additional strain on the heart and blood vessels, including the aorta. By preventing fluid retention, diuretics reduce this strain, which can indirectly support the stability of the aneurysm. They complement blood pressure medications. They often are used alongside other medications such as beta blockers or angiotensin converting enzymes or ACE inhibitors to maintain stable blood pressure levels. By reducing fluid levels, diuretics enhance the effectiveness of these medications, offering an added layer of blood pressure control. This synergy between medications can lead to better outcomes for patients, as maintaining stable, low blood pressure is a key factor in preventing aneurysm complications. Some of the potential risks and considerations of diuretics are electrolyte imbalance. Diuretics can cause an imbalance in electrolytes, such as potassium and sodium, which are vital for muscle and nerve function. They can cause dehydration. Excessive fluid loss can lead to this dehydration, which can strain the kidneys and other organs. And patients with compromised kidney function need to be closely monitored, as diuretics can sometimes worsen kidney issues if not managed carefully. Physicians often adjust doses, choose specific types of diuretics, and conduct regular lab work to mitigate these risks, ensuring that patients receive the therapeutic benefits without adverse effects. Diuretics alone cannot prevent or treat an aortic aneurysm, but play an essential role in the comprehensive management plan for the condition. Regular monitoring of blood pressure, lifestyle modifications, and imaging tests to monitor aneurysm growth are all necessary steps in managing the disease. Medications like diuretics, when combined with other drugs, prescription drugs, and dietary changes and exercise, if it's appropriate, offer a powerful strategy to minimize the risk of complications. In summary, diuretics are prescribed for patients with the aneurysms, primarily to help manage the blood pressure, alleviate fluid retention, and reduce cardiovascular strain. All these together contribute to a safer and more stable condition. By lowering blood pressure and reducing fluid buildup, diuretics help mitigate the risks associated, offering patients a safer path towards managing their health. If you are currently taking a diuretic and would like to know more about them, please reach out to your primary care doctor or cardiologist. And Duke signs off, and that's all we have here for you folks. We hope you found this to be informative. Have a wonderful week ahead. Stay healthy and take care. Duke.
He's so good at those.
He is. He's really good. He explains it in a way. He helps present it in a way that's so easy to understand for people who aren't in medical school.
So Christina says she loves Yellowstone.
Oh, she does. Oh, good.
Hey, Rob just joined the chat. Hey, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
She says I'm late. She says, yes, there's moments where she would laugh her head off. She says, you remember when they pulled the calf, they called it a breech, and then proceeded pulling the calf like a normal delivery, and after the birth, the newborn just takes off?
Yeah.
And I remember that, and I remember thinking, I feel like this is a surgery. I feel like this is a problem. Like, I don't know. And she's like, well, no, but the calf has to be pushed back in, turned, get the front legs and the head and the back legs. It's not a 30-second task,
It's
right?
like an hour long,
And I'm like, right?
hours long.
And it sounds like you're shoulder deep in a cow. So I don't
That's
know.
Christina. She
That's
goes both
Christina.
arms in. Like I said, it would be great to live stream her in action. Be interesting anyway. I'd like to see it. Um, well, good. Well, hi guys for joining. We're moving on to Therapeutic Thursday. If as you know, we have, or maybe you don't know, but we have John Quick, who is a aortic disease, aortic dissection survivor, and also a therapist. And he has joined Aortic Hope for Therapeutic Thursdays to talk about things and field questions, and it's great. Check it out. It's on Thursdays at noon Eastern. In addition to that, we have other Therapeutic Thursday posts, and this one on this Thursday is grounding techniques. And it fell on National Stress Awareness Day. So, how perfect is that? Here we go. The largest concept to integrate is what we can learn to live relaxed. Living a relaxed lifestyle enables us to create a reality every day that we do not need to escape from. Constant input from the universe, society, and our own self care choices can contribute to our wellness or our unwellness. Some options for living relaxed: a journey through the senses, relaxation and grounding techniques by Katie Moran, LMT. So, one of the journey through the senses starts with scent. Some sedative aromatherapy, such as chamomile, frankincense, lavender, neroli, rose. Um, these scents are very good for grounding techniques. Pranayama, conscious breath, alternate nostril breathing and cooling breath using the boat tongue are a couple of techniques. Sight, create a clutter-free environment at home and at work. Experience nature, place a photo of nature somewhere where you'll see it often, and light a candle to set the ambience for yourself. Taste is a sense that can be used. The ambience and calm consciousness while eating set space for sacred nourishment. Okay, I got to look at that one again. Ah, the ambience and the calm consciousness while eating sets a space for sacred nourishment. So you're taking it all in. You're taking it in slowly. You're slowing things down while you're eating and tasting. Okay, I had to read that twice. A routine of when we eat and regulating how much we eat is important for regular and relaxed digestive system. Drink more water and eat a balanced diet of anti-inflammatory foods. The sense of touch. Self-massage helps to gently move lymph in towards the lymph nodes. Use an oil that feels good for you and the season. Move from distal to medial. So use an oil that feels good to you and make it match the season in which you're in. I'm not quite sure of that one. Anyway, restorative yoga is good. Oh, I've done restorative yoga. It's great. Practice moving into comfort, rest, and digest. Reiki is a great self-care tool for relaxation. The sense of sound, positive self-talk, affirmations in the mirror with eye contact and conviction. Example, I am enough. Calm music, nature sounds, and vibrational sound therapy also. Silence is golden. I'd like to comment on, well, a clutter-free environment. I live like that. I don't like a lot of clutter. It's easier to just navigate and clears your head and you don't get all stumbled and jumbled on other things. It's just keep it clean. And restorative yoga. Okay, so the place that I go to offers this class, and We call it the art of doing nothing or adult nap time. It's like kindergarten for adults and it's nap time. It is it's a dark room, they have candles lit, some bright with senses, some not. Maybe they're just fake candles that flicker, and pillows and blankets, and they just put you in one position, like, you just gotta check it out. It's an hour of just relaxation and doing nothing. It's really great. It's has nothing to do with exertion or yoga. It's just relaxation. It's great. Have you ever tried it, Joshua?
I I have to say, doing nothing is the most anxiety ridden activity I can imagine. And I mean, I'm okay like sitting still in at like the DMV or the MVA or whatever, like you go someplace and I'm like, all right, this is where I have to be. And I'm not anxious waiting for an appointment or waiting for something to happen. Um, but to do nothing, to actively do nothing, I can already feel the knots in my shoulders starting to happen. Like already.
Okay, I can assure you there will come a day, one day in your life, maybe years from now, you will really appreciate the art of doing nothing. More, write it down, put my name next to it, date it. I
I'll
promise you. Right, well, what?
to do
The art of
nothing.
doing nothing. I love to do nothing. Okay. Uh-uh. Yeah, so let's you know what? Feel Good Friday should be restorative yoga, all about restorative yoga. It is the relaxing. You will like it one day. I promise you. You're just too busy for your own good right now. So we move into Feel Good Friday, and it also happens to be National Cappuccino Day. That's not very relaxing because you get all jittery from the caffeine. At least I do. So she writes, do you enjoy a good cappuccino from time to time like me, especially during chilly days, or are you more of a regular coffee fan? Tell us what your favorite hot beverage is that makes you feel good. I was just recognizing the fact that it's National Cappuccino Day. It's a fun thought. Do you drink coffee, Joshua?
I indulge in about 3 cups a day. Now, I
Okay.
understand that caffeine may not be a good thing for people in this community. I
Mm-hmm.
get that.
Mm-hmm.
But there are restorative qualities to coffee in the liver. And that's, I punished my liver this weekend, so we have to have that coffee.
Coffee's good. I think in moderation, but always your doctor will let you know what's best for you. I know for me after my surgery, I didn't have caffeine for probably a year and a half. I just drank decaf or nothing. Now I've gone to like maybe 1 or 2 cups of coffee. And I don't find it spikes my heart rate or anything. So for me, it works. But yeah, that's something to discuss with your doctor because it isn't the best for some people. Ah, okay, well, let's just keep going. Let's go into my favorite Survivor Series. And in this case, it's our Survivor Series Replay Saturday. It's where we bring to you our most watched and popular Survivor stories. And in this case, this is Shauna Pennington Baird. She is great. We love Shauna. She tells a great story. She tells her story well, I should say, not a great story. It's a great story, but it's, it was a challenge for her that day. And she was traveling initially with her family, her husband and children, and they were over in Europe, and they left. And then she was there on her own. She was in Ireland and checking into her Airbnb as you do, and it happened right then and there. So you got to check out this story. She uh, she's so neat. She's also kind of in the industry of entertainment. She's a voiceover. She does voiceovers, and also she segued into telling her story on stage. She was a one-woman act, and she sings and tells her story on stage. You got to check this girl out. She's this woman out, this lady out, this chick out. This gal is awesome. Shanna Pennington Baird. Check out her story on our Survivor series. Keep them coming. We love these stories, don't we, Joshua? We love them.
I
We
love
love it.
them, and we have new emails going out for people that sign up. We're trying to smooth out the sign up process and get people to just schedule their videos easily by clicking a link and picking a date and a time.
Yep. You
So we
know,
can see how that goes. Yeah.
it's all right there on the go check out the sign up for Survivor Series. You have a choice of just writing a written story, and you can attach it right there to your response email, and we'll put that together and post it up on a Saturday. Or we have where you can record your own video of you telling the story, and then you'll send that off to Joshua, the producer, who will put it together for you. And it's all right there in the sign up. It's really easy. You can set up an initial consult with him to where you can discuss a few things and set the time and date. And then thirdly, our most favorite is the live story, where you go live on our AHTV YouTube channel, and you tell your story live right there in front of everyone who is watching, and they can be in the chat and ask questions and participate in your story with you. And that's really a hit. We love the live events. So you just click on that sign up and decide when you want to go live, and Joshua will put you there. Check it out. We want to see you. We want to hear you. We want to hear your story, and I guarantee it's going to resonate with more than just one person. So we love them.
Right
And
on.
here is this. Yeah,
Okay. So Christina here. First off, Rob says we were talking about eating. He said mindful eating. Mindful eating. That's, that
that's what I was
whole,
trying to
yeah,
say.
that thing.
That was it was kind of a tongue twister in my, yeah. Yes, mindful eating. Just take your time and
Hmm.
taste and feel the food and taste this food and smell the food and chew the food. Thank you, Rob. Leave it to the chef.
Right. So he says hot, comfortable cider, and there's also decaf. Hot. So I think that's what he was drinking before he got back onto coffee. I'm not sure if he's a coffee drinker. Christina says, I have coffee in the morning and the night for sure. I was like, night? And she's like, no coffee gives me headaches. Gotta have it to stay healthy.
So if you're that used to it, it probably doesn't affect her at all at nighttime.
Right? I was like, yeah, she's like, no problem drinking coffee before bed since I drink it with milk instead of cream. And I'm not sure how that makes it easier. But the caffeine
Hmm.
doesn't affect her. She's lucky.
Hmm. Maybe it's the sugar in the cream. Maybe. I don't know. Well, good for you, Christina. A nice warm drink at night is nice. I like chamomile. Let's keep moving on. So we have on Sunday we have well, we just had Resource Sunday where we talk about all things aortic hope and what is offered and all kinds of, and as you know, you probably have received one, aortic hope care packages. And if you or a loved one have recently, within the last month or so, had emergency surgery or is scheduled for surgery, and you would like to have an aortic hope care package, complete this form and we will send it within 2 days after receipt of the form. And hopefully this will brighten the day and make everyone feel supported through their journey. These care packages are varied. There's a variety, and nothing is set in stone. It just kind of shows up with all kinds of fun stuff. But some items, well, one will always be included is the aortic dissection, the patient guide, if it is applicable to you, and lip balm, a little pill case keychain. I love mine. A little ice pack or a heat pack. It's dual. Threaded socks that don't slip. A journal, pen, and much more. Send some hope and feel supported today, and just send us an email, and we'll get that to you or your loved one ASAP. Karen's done a great job with that. We also have Hope Mail, and this is a throwback. So this is from back in December of 2016. And this Aortic Hope started with, this knitted pillow started the current initiative of Hope Mail. Warms my heart to see how this started with one recipient, and it grew to 32 and now has over 300 receiving acknowledgement of their special day, also known for us as the Aortiversary. If you would like to have a little something from Aortic Hope on your anniversary of your surgery, or I think you pick a day, and you just click on this and we'll get something to you. Karen sent this to somebody years ago in 2016, and this is what the community member said in response. This is a very special heart made for me by my warrior sister, Karen Sue Anderson. I'm so blessed to have the support group with all of the love from so many who have become irreplaceable friends to me. I may not understand why I've had to go through these trials, but I've been blessed with some really awesome people in the process. Thank you for everything, Karen. I'll treasure this heart always. I mean, look at Karen's handiwork of that knitted heart. How cute. And that's where it all began, way back in 2016. And look where we are now. And I can't wait to see where we're going. Good job, Karen. So let's go through our events for this week. Today is today, and tomorrow we have Carmen David presents, and along with Aortic Hope, presents Dr. Stacy Fisher, and that'll be, these are all in Eastern time. That'll be this evening at 7:15 p.m. And then tomorrow, Tuesday the 12th at 10 p.m., we have Aortic Hope's virtual support group meeting, and that's at 10 p.m. Eastern. It's geared for those on the West Coast who can make it sometime after work or later in the evening, but everyone is invited to join. It doesn't matter where you are. If you can make it and want to come, please do. This is moderated by Mr. Matucci. So come see us. Mark Matucci. He's doing a great job there. And then also we have, I think, are we going forward with this? It was Diane Bishop. Is she doing her Aortic Artist? Yes, yay. So that'll be tomorrow at 7 p.m. with Diane Bishop, where she arts and crafts. She's so good. We call her the Aortic Artist. And then on Thursday at 12 p.m., we have Therapeutic Thursday with John Quick. If you haven't done so, check in on that one. That's a really good one. And you can set your reminders so that you're notified when that is going live. And later that afternoon at 2 p.m., we have Aortic Hangouts with Robin Mindy and a bunch of other crazy people that show up, and we just talk for a couple hours on and off. It's like an open house. You just come and go as you please. We like to see, you unmuted and your video on, but it's not necessary. But we do like to see faces so that we can say hi to everyone. And then, Thursday at 6:30 p.m., we have Ask a Doctor. Do we know what doctor we have this week? We will.
I believe this is the Dr. Prakashak, the Ask a Doctor, right? So this
Okay,
is live
great.
on Facebook, and for the first hour, I believe that's that one.
Okay,
Yeah,
very good. He's so good at
he
answering
is.
so
He
many questions.
is.
He's so good. Uh, Going into Sunday, we have Kevin Songer doing Aortic Hope's Qigong, and that happens at 12:30 p.m. And it's just a short little, like 20 minutes or so of Qigong. He's so good. He's a master Qigong. I'm calling him a master Qigong, but he's so good. If you haven't, it's like Tai Chi, a little bit like Tai Chi. It's just so yeah, that wraps up the week this week.
Great
And
job.
that's everything. That's everything. So yeah. Um, all right, guys, I'm gonna sign off and let
Hold
you
on,
go
hold on.
enjoy your.
So Rob says that he drinks half calf, and Mindy can't handle full caffeine. And I said, that's interesting. I've never heard of a blend. I've never heard of that. That's interesting. Yeah.
They actually
Uh,
sell it like that now.
huh. And so
Half calf.
Rob says, Molly, I love your red glasses.
They're enormous.
Oh, so he says, I either order one of each and blend it myself or order it pre blended. I just got a bag of blended organics, some Sumatra, half caffeine, really good. Right on. I love coffee. I'm ready for coffee. Christina says, thanks, Molly.
Well, yeah, check it out. You can do, yeah, you can buy decaf and regular and mix it together if you brew your own coffee, or now they sell it half calf.
Hmm.
They sell it like that. Yeah. I used to blend my own. And you can order it like that at Starbucks too.
Hmm.
Who knew?
I did not. I did not know. Thank you, everyone.
Well, yeah, thank you for showing up and saying hello, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Yeah, in the meantime, we'll just mosey on out and click like, share, and that little notification button, and we'll see you next week.